Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Eric with Success Over Stress. Pretty much here on this channel, we talk about everything regarding the market, but we do a lot of work with programming with EasyLanguage on the TradeStation platform. Today is September the 9th, 2024, and we're going to talk about AppStorage. So AppStorage is kind of a way that it's like a dictionary that the platform uses, that EasyLanguage uses, that can store information in between initialization phases. Yeah, it's a dictionary. So let's take a look. All right, so essentially, anytime you have an analysis technique up, you have these analysis technique properties, and one of the properties, if you click on the events page here, one of the properties or one of the events is initialized, one of the events is uninitialized. We're going to double-click initialize, double-click uninitialize. Initialize is what happens when you actually bring the analysis technique onto the chart. So this is what happens when the technique first comes on the chart. Uninitialize is when it goes away from the chart. So some of the times you're going to want to, and it happens, you know, your modem, something goes out and the chart refreshes. And when it refreshes, the chart analysis technique refreshes. And then all of a sudden you don't have the data. You don't have the plots or the information that you had initially had before the reset. Okay. So what you want to do here is you want to be able to store that information from one initialization to the next. Okay, so should your chart get uninitialized, means that the technique came off of the chart, you want to save certain data. Maybe you want to save the last close. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if the analysis technique uninitializes, that's the event. If it uninitializes, then we want to save that last close. So AppStorage dot add, we're going to add it again. It's a dictionary, so we have to put in a key, which is a string, and then we'll put in the value. So the key will be last close, and the value will be the close, whatever that last close of is, that of that bar. Now, just like a dictionary, you don't want to just add without first checking to be sure that it doesn't already have something in it. I think with AppStorage, if I looked at it right, it seemed like it didn't care, but just out of good habit, check it. Okay, so we're going to say if app storage dot contains last close. So if it contains last close, then we want to what? We want to first delete what's in app storage. And actually, we don't even need a begin or end. Then app storage dot remove what's that last close. Okay, so if it does have something in last close, then it's going to delete it. If it doesn't have anything in last close, then it's just going to go ahead and execute this next line anyway, which will be adding the last close or the close to the last close key. Okay, so now if we open the chart up, we want to check to see if there's anything in last close. If it is, then we want to go ahead and plot that. So if app storage, that dictionary, dot contains last close is as the key, then we want to assign a variable of last close the value of app storage dot at, or let me just do this with the hard square brackets. Okay, as type double, because remember, when you bring out a vector or a dictionary, you really need to assign the type. Okay, and we had a variable in there which was last close. We'll make that a double and then verify it. No issues there. Okay, so let's go over here. Now that we've stored this in here, now all we got to do is we're going to say if plot, if last close is greater than 0, then plot 1 will be last close. Okay, now I think we do have some data down here, but the scaling is off. Go to scaling, automatic, hit that. Okay, so that is your value. You see there, plot 1 says 5483.25. Okay, now 5483.25, that's the close of whenever let's see, because we haven't All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and remove it and then add it. Okay, 5483.75. Okay, we want to take it off and then put it back on. 5484.25. Okay, so you see how it's jumping around? That's because every time when we close the chart, when we uninitialize this analysis technique, it's saving the close, it's saving that last close, right? And then so it will then, when we bring the analysis technique back on, it will then assign whatever was in that app storage to last close. And that's pretty much it. There was a couple other things I looked at when I was doing my, when I was looking over the OEL, object-oriented easy language. When I was looking over that, there were a few more things that I made a note for me to look at, and one of them was set plot color. Some of you guys are probably like, yeah, man, that's so basic, but probably is. All right, so it's just set plot color. You see that this is black right now, so you can typically, I'll go in and I'll have like, this is last close, and then you'll put the name, last close, and then you'll put the color, you make it black, okay? But here, you can do, and then if you have a different color, if you need to change the color, I think in the past, because I didn't know about set plot color, I would say I'd say if last close is greater than 0, then I'd say begin. And I'd do something like if bear, then plot 1. Just gonna copy this. If it's a bear, then we're going to plot it blue. And if it's a bull, then we're going to plot it, or vice versa. If it's a bear, then we're going to plot it red. If it's a bull, we're going to plot it blue. As long as these are named the same thing, we can use the same plot name. That's my understanding. Okay. Now you see the difference we have here. So every time we have a bearish candle, we get a red mark, and if it's a bullish candle, we get a blue mark. Okay, so instead of writing all of that out, right, all you have to do is comment that out, leave this one on, and then we'll just say if bear, then set plot color. I mean, I guess it's just as much writing, right? Of plot number 1, we'll make it red. We can just say else set plot color of 1.blue. And then when we verify it, we get pretty much the same thing. The only difference is that here we were looking at either a bull or a bear. Now, if it was in between, if it was like a doji or something like that, it wouldn't be anything, and so it wouldn't be red or blue. You could make it black if not the case. But here, this is just saying if it's a bear, then it's going to be red. Everything else, make it blue. So that's why it looks more filled in here. Okay. So we did AppStorage. We did set plot color. I think that's it. So anyway, we got this one done in under 10 minutes. I'll be doing some other stuff later today, I'm sure. But for now, hope you got something out of this. If you did, hit the like, subscribe, share it with somebody, share it with a friend or family. Sharing is caring. All right, I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.